You know what you should do? You should follow me on Twitter at Bromo018. Link in the description. Do it now. So now that we've worked our way through the manager career mode wishlist for FIFA 20, it's time to switch it up a little bit and bring a first for this channel. This time around, we begin to look at Pro Evo 20 and what could be done by Konami to improve the Master League game mode. As always, make sure to hit me up in the comment section and let me know any suggestions that you have that you believe will make Master League a better experience for us. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoy it and subscribe to the channel for more regular gaming content from the likes of PES and FIFA. With that being said, it's time to begin our Master League wishlist for PES 2020. Just like my other wishlists, we're going to be doing this in the order of subtopics and when you encounter them in chronological order. And as a result, we start it off with manager customization. Now, manager customization section of Master League is actually fairly good. And as a result, my suggestions are fairly minor. But there are a couple of things that I feel can be introduced just for the added depth. First of all, I'd like an option to select a favourite club for your manager. Therefore, if ever you join that team or you're linked with the job, there are added storylines and speculation within the media. This just gives a greater sense of immersion to the player that would play a part in making you feel part of the game. Another suggestion for manager customization is to add facts like your date of birth. Again, it's minor, but it plays a part in adding storylines into the game. If you're perhaps a very young manager, mid to late 30s say, there's going to be a lot of talk about your potential. Or perhaps you just want to select your own age. It's up to you. My final suggestion for manager customization is to add options of choice for your avatar's clothing attire and be able to change it at any point. You can pick between the likes of tracksuits, suits, jumper outfits, etc. This is just going to give the player a greater sense of freedom and control of their own character. For me, I like to change it depending on the team I'm at and game it is. For example, you might be more inclined to change to a suit if it's a massive game. So that rounds off manager customization. Now I want to start delving into some of the more bigger improvements suggestions, and we do that with manager options. First of all, I'd like the option for the player to start as unemployed. Then it allows you to apply for jobs and you can truly start at the bottom. Or you can instead get the feeling of joining the team during the middle of the season and having the challenge of trying to turn around a bad season into a good one for your new club. I'd also like to see changes to the contract situation. Currently, you get an offer late through the season to sign for the next 12 months, and that's really the extent of it. It would be better if you could negotiate the wage and then length of years, and then choose to run it up and leave as a free agent. The greater the contract, the less likely the board are to sack you because of the amount that it will cost them in compensation. Finally, I believe it would be good to have the option to start as a national team manager only. Then it just gives you less limitations in the teams that you want to start as, so why not make that part of Master League as well? So this is less of a Master League edition, more of an overall game experience edition, but it's extremely important nevertheless, and without a doubt the most demanded improvement from fans, and that's simply to add more leagues and competitions. In fairness to Konami, they took some steps to addressing that issue in PES 2019, with multiple leagues in a whole range of different countries added. However, I think I speak for everyone when I say we just feel like there needs to be more. In particular, I want to see the lower tier leagues added in the countries. For example, likes of League 1 and League 2 in the English Football League. Then it gives you the opportunity to have a legitimate road to glory save. The likes of Serie B and the Segunda Division in Spain were strangely removed as of PES 2019, despite the fact that both of these leagues weren't actually licensed anyway. I know I speak for a lot of people when I say that we would like those back and then some more. One thing that I can't really understand is why they haven't already addressed and introduced those divisions years ago. It doesn't even matter if you can't obtain the licenses. Just release fake, unlicensed versions of the leagues. Then the community will do its work. There's a load of fantastic content creators and websites like PES Universe and PES World that are dedicated to providing option files and data packs of badges, names, kits and logos, etc. So just go with it. I've noticed many PES fans wondering the same thing as me here, and it would be nice to have it addressed. Next, I want to discuss reworking the preseason system. Konami made it one of their major selling points for Master League during the build-up for PES 2019 that they had acquired the rights to the International Champions Cup, and so now you could play in pre-season tournaments. However, it became more of a hindrance than actually a welcome addition. Fans soon realised that it wasn't just the champions that entered this competition, but everyone did. Regardless of what team you were, you'd always be in the International Champions Cup. For me, it makes the whole point of it being licensed pointless, because it's only supposed to be the biggest teams in the world that have won league trophies. You may as well have just made an unlicensed tournament and put that money towards something tangible and worthwhile. In my opinion, I'd like to see more tournaments added which will match the rating of your team with other teams. Therefore, you get a better idea of how your team looks, rather than if you're a one-star team and you're in the International Champions Cup getting slaughtered by all of the best clubs like Liverpool and Barcelona, etc. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, especially when I've started with a new team and I want to learn more about my squad and potential lineup. Something else that's also worth considering is not being in pre-season tournaments, but rather get to select which teams you want to play in friendlies. Therefore, you can tailor your schedule literally in the way that suits you best. You can choose how many friendlies you want to play and against which clubs. Finally, I want to talk about another massive potential addition that I believe the fans would love, and that is an online Master League game mode. I talked about this in my career mode wishlist for FIFA 20, and I think that Master League could also do with the same feature. I think it's time to take these game modes onto the next level, and this is just one part of achieving that. You and some friends can all take charge of a team, and then you are part of the same universe. You'll still be against the AI unless you're playing against the clubs in which your friends control, then your friends will be in control. I feel this is essential in order for Konami to bring Master League into the year 2019 and give people that online and shared experience for the loyal fans of the game mode. These sort of modes do tend to become a bit repetitive when you're playing against the AI every game and you have no one else to affect what's happening within the universe in terms of storylines. So perhaps this should be on top of the to-do list for Konami's improvements for Master League. It's important to remember that this style of online game mode is already available in the likes of Football Manager and EA Sports' Madden NFL franchise. In Master League equivalent game modes in those titles, you can do just that. So, in my opinion, it's really time Konami kicked it up a couple of gears and truly began to compete with the likes of these games. Well, that's just about it for part 1 of my Pro Evolution Soccer 2020 wishlist for Master League. Be sure to come back for part 2, which may already be out by the time you're watching this, so give that a look next. I'm not sure how many parts there are going to be for this mini-series yet, but as of the time of recording this video, it looks to be around 3. So keep an eye out for the rest. If you've made it through this far, then thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of the support so far. Feel free to leave a like on the video if you've enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more regular gaming content from the likes of PES, FIFA and more. On that note, it's time to round it off there. I'm Bromo18, and I'll see you soon.